We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. Major League Baseball on the Show is next. Tyler Glasnow gets the ball for the Rays in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. The average sits at 294, 4 home runs and 7 driven in. A ball and a strike. His previous meeting line with Tyler Glasnow. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. The 1-1 home is strike 2 swinging. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, Dero. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
I'll tell you, I'm really looking forward to seeing if the man hitting 8th can stay hot. Yeah, 8th. He hasn't been much of a threat this year. Hitting in the low 200s right now. And when you're going through that lineup, his struggles really stand out. They need a lot more from him, and I know he expects a lot more out of himself, too.
Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. Here's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1. Now the pitch. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
Only 1 strike away from throwing a very strong first inning to begin the ball.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. And now the Rays will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Chase Anderson will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
At the plate, Brian O'Grady. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Rays, the left fielder, Brian O'Grady.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Off-speed pitch, just missed inside. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the perfect guy to have on the mound. A veteran, not going to let the moment get too big for him, completely understands what's being asked of him. They've been losing lately, that can't be denied, but this is the perfect guy, right spot.
And it's 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now another 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
At the plate now, Brandon Lau. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 1-0 home.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 1-0 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
Two balls and a strike to the Rays first baseman. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 6th home run on the season for him as the Rays move in front now 2-0.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
To the plate now, Austin Meadows.
The right fielder, Austin.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Now the pitch. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Nate Lowe will be next. Popped him up. Guerrero in foul ground. 2 down. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to watch Kevin Kiermaier. He's a special player, no doubt. But at home, get this, he's hitting over 400. I mean, he's swinging the bat. He's hitting everything. He's just a very special player playing at home in front of these fans.
Stepping in now, Nate Lowe, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-0 pitch is a circle change. It runs outside. 2-0. Anderson, a 32-year-old veteran. He was a 9th-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was.
Oh, look at the sliding stop and give it up on a phenomenal play to retire the side. Rays get a couple as you take another look at the 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second, and it's 2-0 Tampa Bay. In now to Oscar Hernandez. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
0-1 the count. And they go away here. It's a cold strike. 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Bichette.
Into the box now, Bo Bichette. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 1 home run and a pair of RBIs. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Down the third baseline. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Here's Randall Grichuk as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. Grichuk, 28 years old. He was selected in the first round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Three and 0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Here's the pitch.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. Full count now. 3-2.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up After your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Now the payoff pitch home. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out this side in order. Blue Jays go down in order. They're down 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and up next will be Willie Adames.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And they start him out away with a cold strike. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Slow little grounder left side. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And when you talk about third base, you talk about a step and a dive. But you better have something to go with it when you get to your knees. And that's what this guy has. An absolute howitzer.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. Fouled away. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The windup and the 0-1. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike two.
They teach pitchers to keep the ball down, but if you can locate upstairs like that, it really gives you the ability to mess with the eye level of the batter.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Kiermaier now. Change of speed there, but it's taken for a ball. 2-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Diaz, a Cuban-born ball player. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike.
Everything this guy throws moves. That 2-seamer has a mind of its own.
Ground ball left side. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
So here's Mike Zunino, 1 for 3 back on Wednesday. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The 0-1 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Diaz ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's safe at the plate as they push their lead to 3 now.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
In now, Brian O'Grady, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. A run for the Rays thanks to the RBI double. We've played 2. It's now 3-0 Tampa. Now batting, Reese McGuire. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch on its way.
Well located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Ready now with the payoff pitch. And he will take strike 3 call. He's got another one. 5 straight strikeouts, and that's the first out of the inning. And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play. That'll bring up Billy McKinney. He comes in with a 6-game hitting streak to his credit, so he'll look to keep that rolling in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Now here's the pitch. And another foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Adames brings it in, and that's the 2nd out. Stepping into the box, Kevin Biggio. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. From the stretch.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
2 out, nobody on. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Still down 3-0.
We're back now as the Rays are preparing for their at-bats here in the 3rd inning. And this lineup has been a huge bright spot for the ball club this season. In fact, with the highest team batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage in all of Major League Baseball, it's probably safe to say they have the absolute best offense in the sport these days. As one player told me earlier, yeah, I mean, you don't have to dig too deep into the stats to understand the level we're playing at. We have a special group, we know it, and we still think we can get better. Safe to say no one else around the league hopes they can, guys.
Number 8.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Brandon Lau is at the plate now as he looks at strike one.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the first out. And with one away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play. Striding in once again, Ji-Man Choi, and he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
0-1.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. The 2-1 home is laid off of for ball number 3.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Strike 2 as that's taken on the outside part of the plate.
Full count, 3-2.
There's ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Into the box now, Austin Meadows, 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Choi, base runner at first with 1 out. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Grounded back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
So now to the plate, Nate Lowe. As the first pitch to him's a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Now the 2-1. This is pulled into right. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Willie.
Now at the plate, Willie Adames. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
2 down, runners at first and second. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Rays strand a pair, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Into the box, Rowdy Tellez back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Oh, that's out.
The 1-0.
Oh, that's out.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting.
Next to bat for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He flew out in his last at bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Adames backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Ready for another chance? Lourdes Gurriel. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set and the pitch.
That's the ball.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I gotta believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Changeup stays outside and is behind 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Called a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order. They trail it here 3-0. We're back at Tropicana Field, and let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. Looking at the advanced data, our researchers found that about 9 of 10 swings are resulting in some sort of contact today, which is well above Major League average. The result has been a lot of balls in play, a lot of hits, and solid run production, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
And leading up for the Rays.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Kevin Kiermaier comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
2 balls and a strike to count.
Ball
3-1.
Well, ball 3 there. Hey, and the Rays right now, they would love to take a leadoff walk to start this inning.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
So stepping in, Yandy Diaz. He reached on a single in his first try. From the stretch, Kiermaier's running. Strike taken, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you sometimes you're just going to have games that get away from you. He's been struggling all outing long, and that wild pitch puts a little salt into the wound. He just hasn't had it in this one.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Richard has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he's just going to try to draw an airmailed throw as he heads back to third now with one away in the inning. Here now is Mike Zunino. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The 1-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. McKinney giving chase. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Ready for another shot now. Brian O'Grady. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
The windup and the 0-1. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Rays have opened this up to 5-0.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up in the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
At the plate, Brandon Lau.
Number 8.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Here comes a Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Julian Merriweather answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Merriweather.
At the plate now, Ji-Man Choi, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike one. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Now this is driven out to deep right center. This could be trouble, and that's into the gap and should be extra bases. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
The right fielder.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Austin Meadows stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. 3 runs already home here. Outside with the breaking pitch, and he falls behind it 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one's in there. 3-1.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Two out here and a runner at second. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Skied into straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. We played 4 full. The Rays are in front 6-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Standing in now, Bo Bichette, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hit back up the middle. Adames picks it up. Throw gets him. 2 down. Randall Grichuk at the plate now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. He's set. Here it comes. Way late on the fastball for strike one.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the DH, Nate Lowe.
The designated hitter, Nate Lowe.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Merriweather, 28 years old. He was a 5th-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
And he lays off for ball 1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. And he'll make it back to first as the throw won't get him.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Into the box now, Willy Adames. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Too low, 1-0.
1-0.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. 1 there. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. Now at the plate, Kevin Kiermaier. From the belt, the pitch. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
Well, some may say that's a questionable steal with such a big lead, but to me, it's still too early to worry about disrespecting the other team. I've seen leads like this disappear, so they're going to keep trying to pile on.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get me over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. A full count to the Rays center fielder. Yandy Diaz waits on deck. 1 out and a runner on second base. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Yandy Diaz is at the plate as he looks at ball one. The 1-0 is taken for ball two.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Hops this one up. Tellez has room in foul territory, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 2-1 to short. Scooped up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Rays strand just the one. They lead it 6-0. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and now it'll be the catcher, Reese McGuire.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
A 1 pitch on its way. Now a ground ball and a chance for Adames at short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
When a guy in the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
Stepping up now, Billy McKinney. From the stretch. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
When the guy in the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
Stepping in, Kevin Biggio. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming, here it is. Curveball just misses apparently, 1-0.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
That evens it up, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard again, and the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order. They still find themselves down 6-0. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring up the catcher, Mike Zunino.
The catcher, Mike Zunino.
First delivery to him on the way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Hit in the air to center field. McKinney giving chase, and a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
The left fielder, number 31, Ryan O'Grady.
Into the box now, Brian O'Grady. And he puts it on the ground to second. There's one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Now batting, number 8.
So striding in, Brandon Lau. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
2 out, nobody on. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center. 6th home run on the season for him as this lead swells to 7-0.
Hey, in today's game of extreme velocity, if you have mediocre stuff, you cannot miss over the heart of the plate. You have to nibble at the corners. He wasn't able to do that, and he paid the ultimate price.
Stepping in now, Ji-Man Choi. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
You always want to see the curve break a lot, but this one breaks a little bit too much. Comes all the way across the plate and nicks the batter.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Austin Meadows. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Ready with the 1-0. A ball and a strike. The 1-1.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Rays tack on one more thanks to the solo home run. Top of the order due up to start the 7th. It's now 7-0. Coming to the plate now, Rowdy Tellez. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Now the pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
A ball and 2 strikes.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch or he's going to start getting hurt.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. Count remains 2-2. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact and he'll get another chance. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Good battle. Count remains full.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Another full count pitch home. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, third base.
Digging in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
The 0-2 delivery. Got him. So that's the second out of the inning. And he's 7 outs away now.
Next to the Blue Jays.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Lourdes Gurriel. Now the pitch. This is in the air to left. Left fielder is on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Last half of the 7th here, and striding forward the designated hitter, Nate Lowe.
The designated hitter, Nate Lowe.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Looking up McKinney, and it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center. Second home run early in the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
Sam Gaviglio comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box, Willie Adames. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. The 1-1 home. Hit out towards second. He's got it. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Now batting, center field.
Coming to the plate now, Kevin Kiermaier. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. First pitch of the at-bat.
Count 1-0.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Ball 3 as the sinker misses just off the black that time. Yandy Diaz will be next. The 3-1 down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. And that That's down into left center for a base hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. And they've got him hung up out there between second and third. And he's back into second here safely.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark. It's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
At the plate, Yandy Diaz. And he fouls this one off. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A 1 pitch on its way.
No, that's low.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 is a slider that misses below the zone. On deck, the big bat of Mike Zunino. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And it's gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. Second home run early in the year as this lead got even wider. To the plate now, Mike Zunino. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
The 2-0.
Hey! Ball 3.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots. And now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Brian O'Grady. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope. Outside.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Hit to first. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I think the whole ballpark knew he was going to go with the sinker right there to induce the double play. The only problem is he can't guarantee it's going to be hit right at one of his infielders. Tough luck.
Wilmer Font comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. So now to the plate, Brandon Lau. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Hernandez is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. So striding forward now, Ji-Man Choi. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. And that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 8th inning coming up. It's the Rays 10, the Jays nothing. Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Here comes the first pitch. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Base hit, and the perfect game comes to an end here in the 8th. So he makes it through 7 innings, but they finally get to him for their first hit of the ball game here in inning number 8.
Yeah, Matty B, that just goes to show you how hard it is to pitch a no-no. Gets through 21 consecutive outs without getting up a hit, D-Roll, but that wasn't the case here to start off the 8th.
Yeah, so much has to go into it. You need to be a little lucky, and you need to be a little good right there. Flip the script on the offensive standpoint. They've stayed with their approach, haven't come out of it, and hopefully this gets them jump-started.
0 for 2 for him to this point. A ball and a strike. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
3-1 now, and I think he wanted to know where that one was.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
A runner at first with no outs here. Sent on the ground out to second, and that's through, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Diego Castillo is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 63, Diego Castillo.
Standing in now, Rendell Grichuk, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. First and second here with nobody out. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
Well, the Blue Jays have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. They're hoping they get it right now. This would sure be a good time.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Stepping in now, Reese McGuire, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Behind 0-2 now. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Good waist pitch, 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
And the payoff pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. Adames scoops it up. He'll go to the bag for one. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Rays 10, the Jays nothing. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Austin Meadows. First pitch on its way. Lifted down the line in left. Coming in is Hernandez, but no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. Popped him up. Gurriel is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, the designated
Up
hitter.
next for the Rays, Nate Lowe. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Strike one to start the at bat. And that misses 1-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rays DH.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Looking up McKinney, and it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center, his second of the game, as they just continue to pour it on here.
It's getting pretty comical now. Their 6th home run of the game, and they're not done yet. They say hitting is contagious, and apparently that applies to the long ball. It's looking like batting practice out there.
At the plate now, Willie Adames. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Tellez camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2.
Now batting.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Woo, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
Hey, started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. 9th inning coming up. Tampa Bay leads this one 11-0. Striding into the box, Billy McKinney starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First offering on its way. And that misses, ball 1.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Back up the middle. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. So his day is fully over as you get a look at the pitching line for the Rays starter, and he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Hey, what a great job of mixing speeds and mixing up his pitches. 2 hits allowed in this one. Dominant performance.
In now, Kevin Biggio. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 1-0.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw on to first, and now the Jays are down to their final out.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Rowdy Tellez. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. Here comes the first pitch. In there for strike 1. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Rays have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
11-0 the final shutout total in this one. The Tampa Bay Rays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Tyler Glasnow takes the win on the mound, his second of the year, as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. Chase Anderson permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. Hit. No errors. They left 8 men on base.